So, I mean, it's an unusual makeup of a band, like with vocals, 2 fiddles, a guitar and a piano. It doesn't sound like a traditional band, really. It doesn't sound like it should even sound good. And I wasn't even thinking about the instrumentation or thinking about anything. The main thought I had about this was that the people here would have enough musical empathy and enough musical kind of understanding. And I thought, sure, we'll just do it.
I mean, I remember the first time I heard Martin play, there was something that happened to my body that I hadn't experienced before, where I actually felt I felt like my heart would expand and contract with the way he was playing. And you can be sitting there thinking, oh, this music is astonishingly beautiful, and oh, what a nice variation to the melody he did, and you don't realize that he's just kind of like slowly circling you with this net until he's got you in a place that you didn't think you were going to get to, you know? And he can do that every time.
These tunes are so well written, it's amazing. I mean, they are really gems of music that any composer would be just delighted to come up with. And it's the mark, for me, a mark of a great piece of music that it's bendable and it doesn't lose its integrity. And I think the tunes are just spectacular like that. They can be played in a lot of ways.
Caoimhín was part of a new generation of musicians, like young and thoughtful. It's not so easy in a traditional music form to find your voice. It's a tricky thing. And he did. And he found a unique voice and a very unique way of playing. And I just thought, that's fantastic.
The music you make is a reflection of what's happening inside your head. And that's probably where to look. For myself, I suppose, the sound that's inside my head would have been influenced by pipes. There was always more than maybe just the melody happening. There was a lot of drones that I was trying to let out. One of my favourite parts of this is, I guess Dennis is a real minimalist in ways, and I guess I am in my own way. So I love the kind of the space that Dennis leaves.
Maybe is why this band is working well, is that I don't recognize the lines that to the rest of this band, they see those lines and clearly are very happy to get outside of them, but it's hard when you're so aware of what is meant to be done. Yes. And the fact that I have absolutely no idea of what's meant to be done maybe like makes them disappear.
And there's something about unaccompanied voice I really like. And then I heard Nialler. Well, I'd heard him before, kind of on some records and stuff, but then when you really got to hear him just doing the hardcore stuff, it was quite amazing. He has a stunning voice. The slow airs are, you can't figure out a slow air. You just have to listen to it, and one day you wake up and you know how it goes.
I heard Nialler singing when he was about 10 or 12. And to my father, who was not an Irish speaker, and to me, who was not an Irish speaker, when we heard Nialler, we heard something magical, straight off. It had nothing to do with the lyrics of what he was singing. It had all to do with the soul and the feeling of it, and the fact that he was connected so deeply to that at such a young age. I just live from moment to moment in the music, really, and I, whatever monkeys were on my shoulder, like her back, whatever. You know, I got them all off one by one. You know, and I suppose many of my heroes are probably dead and gone, but nevertheless, I wouldn't be worried what they thought. I mean, at some point I had to play music and not be worried what my closest mentor, my father, thought. I had to play music that I knew he couldn't like. I had to play music that I knew other people couldn't like. I had to approach it in ways that I knew some people would actually find offensive, like in that it didn't follow the normal patterns of the music. I mean, even this thing with the gloaming that we're doing is something that's not, you know, there's loads of people who wouldn't like it, but I don't mind because I have other things I do that touch on different areas of the music, you know.